Welcome back for episode 7, and you have absolutely no idea how glad I am to see that. And I'll tell you why. Because since the end of episode 6, and I said I'm just going to shear a few more sheep and then I'm going to go back home and make a bed. Well, that was no less than not 1, not 2, not 3, not even 4, but 5 Minecraft days ago. And the reason why? Because I couldn't find it. I was so hopelessly lost. I have travelled miles and miles and miles. I've had to dig holes in rocks to make, places to sleep and like spend the night so as I don't get killed too much. I've been panicking about getting low on food. I've been in all sorts of trouble, frankly. And on day 4, actually I think it was day 3, I thought, hang on a minute. If I press F3, it will give me my X and Y coordinates as to where I am on the map. And then I thought, hang on a minute. In a previous video, I did that to find out how deep I was in the ground. So I thought, why don't I try and work it out like that? And so basically, I found out that my house was X and Y, whatever it was. And I just pointed myself in that direction and kept walking. I have walked past, well, every animal known to man: chickens, horses, sheep, cows, what I think are wolves, squid, all sorts of things. I have been fighting creepers. I've been fighting skeletons. I've been fighting zombies. I've been fighting zombie villager things that are a different shape head. And frankly, if it wanted a fight, I fought it. And as a result, you can see my experience is now 24. It was only 20 at the end of the last video. So I've been giving things a right good bash. But I did find it. The relief was absolutely enormous. And now I figured it would be fun. Well, maybe not fun. But to actually use the bits and pieces that I found. I'm still trying to mind that front door. I will not learn. To make the bed that I said I wanted to make. That was the whole point of me going, was to find some sheep, to get some wool, to make a bed. Now I need to work out how to make a bed. In my inventory, very exciting, one thing I did find: pumpkins. So I'm going to see whether or not I can plant them, or whether or not that doesn't work. But I figured I'd give it a try. So pumpkins. I got loads of wool. See how much wool I've got? I've got quite a lot of sugar cane. Plenty of arrows, and I'm going to have a go with the bow and arrow later. That'll be fun. And frankly, I just want to now get on with it. So I'm going to try and work out how to make a bed. So I know you've got to use wool, and I know you've got to use wood, and I've just realised I haven't got any wood. So I'm going to have to go and chop down a tree. So that was well prepared, Avomance. I'm very impressed with your preparation. Go and chop down a tree so you can have some wood. So I'm going to use one of my most local trees, which are here. And I'm just going to cut one down because they make big shadowy shapes anyway, so it's not going to do me any harm. So if I get one of my axes and number 7, and I'm just going to create some wood. Now I know this is not birch, and you know what, I don't care. I don't suppose the game cares if I'm using birch trees or if I'm using any other trees. But what that's done, that's cleared a nice little piece of room for me. So I'm going to go up. Need to turn those into some planks. And then I've got to try and work out how to make a bed. And I'm just going to use the shape theory, I think. So let me just make these planks. Right, so as I said, I think I'm just going to use the shape theory. So a bed looks... It's got like a headboard. No, I don't want to stick. And it's got kind of like the lay-on bit. And then the wall, I'm assuming, is like the mattress. So if I make the mattress... that was wholly unsuccessful. So if we then maybe is it like thick? What's that? That is a wooden trapdoor. So now I know how to make a wooden trapdoor. Why would I need one? Don't know. but it sounds exciting. So maybe it's a thick bed. That doesn't look right. No, that's not right. Maybe it's maybe it's got legs. Maybe it's got legs. Is that? See, now that would have made sense, wouldn't it? So you got the backboard, you got the legs, you got the bit of the bed, the hard bit, and then you got the duvet. So maybe there's no backboard. What about that? No? So that's the mattress, that's the thing, and that's the legs. That makes sense. Surely that's a bed. Has it not got any legs? Ha! Right, okay, the beds do not have legs. Even though, in the picture, they do actually have legs. So, Mojang, you didn't think that one through. You need legs on a bed, but you don't put the legs in the little picture. So, unimpressed. But anyway, so I've made a bed. That was quite, well, I was a bit rubbish, frankly. But, so I now have a bed. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to place said bed in my bedroom. And my bedroom is here. So select 5. I'm going to put, okay, not mine with it. I'm going to place it. Why is that not laying down? Need a bit more room. There we go. Right, so now I'm going to have a little sleep on my new bed. Oh right, so you can only sleep at night. Because it's not night time, I can't go to sleep. That's fair enough. That stops me being lazy. That's quite funny. Let's do that again. Yep, you can only sleep at night. So I now have a bed, so I can now get rid of those long, boring nights where basically nothing happens. So what else did I get? I got some sugar cane. So what can I do with sugar cane? I'm assuming that makes sugar. That does make sugar. So if I just... Alright, I might keep that, see whether or not I can plant that as well. So I've now got some sugar as well. I don't know what I'm going to use to make with sugar, but I'm assuming there must be some things that you can make. I know other YouTubers make things like cakes and that. I'd imagine sugar's got something to do with those. So I'll save those. And the pumpkin, you know what, I'm just going to leave the pumpkin for now and see whether or not we can plant it down in my little farm. So I'm going to go down and down and down. No creepers hanging around for me and waiting this time. I've got 2 more melons. So I'm just going to harvest those melons. And get those melons like... Oh, I think someone in the water then. I'm going to harvest this melon too. Excellent. And I think this wheat is now good. So... swap that for some seeds and I'll replant the wheat so as that will be ready for me next time. Now I've not actually got anywhere to plant my pumpkin, so what I might do is I might just pop a little cheeky extra couple of bits here. So I just need that hoe. It's number 5. I'm just going to go pop, bang, bang. And let's see whether or not I can plant the pumpkin in here. So 3. No. Right, so how do I plant the pumpkin? That's not working. Nope. That's actually digging it. The other button doesn't do anything. Right, so can you not plant a pumpkin? Is that what this is telling me? I can't plant a pumpkin? If that's true, that's really quite annoying. But what I can do, I can plant the seeds that I just had. So E, get rid of that pumpkin, they're useless. And right, so my question to you is, apart from food, I guess it could be food, what is the use of a pumpkin? It's got like a scary head. Is it just like a Halloween effect thing? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pretend it's Halloween and I'm going to put it outside my house. Just here. Is there? Right, so 3, I'm going to put it there. There you go, so you can actually place it down like a block. That's a little bit ridiculous, isn't it? But I now have 2 pumpkins sat there doing very little, frankly. So, now the sun is going down. Now we know what that's going to mean, don't we? We are going to be testing our bed. So, I'm going to go back indoors. And I'm going to go upstairs to my bedroom. So wave goodbye to the sun, and we're going to give a little test to the bed. Right, nice. It told me I can actually sleep at night quite a lot. I don't know why. Does that now mean it's sun? Ha! That's brilliant. Right, so the sun has come up, and it's now actually quite well into the day there, isn't it? So that's good news. I quite like that. So if I'm not underground, I think that's a really quite nice way to get through those nights. Right, so what I think I might do now is see if I can work out how to use that bow and arrow, but not quite sure what on. So I could be really, really evil, because there aren't any monsters around. I was hoping there might have been like a skeleton sat in that water. They sometimes sit in that water. What I might do, is it really mean to shoot a cow? Or a squid? Let's try. Right, so I've got arrows. I've got a bow. So if I go 3, right, so that does it. Oh, hang on, I've got to use that other button. Well, that's not very good, is it? Can I pick that up? Oh, I can pick it up after I've used it. That's quite good. Right, so do I have to aim high? No. Right, so I'm not doing very well with the bow and arrow. How do you aim with the bow and arrow then? That's actually really quite tricky. I'm just creating some steps so I can actually get back up. Because at the moment, I wouldn't have been able to. So, you must not have to just shoot things from high up, surely. Ah! Right, okay, now I think, is it the longer I hold the button, the harder it shoots? Yes. Bang! Oh no, the cow fell in the water. That actually works! That's really quite exciting. I'm really sorry about that, Mr. Cow, but you were an experiment. A very important experiment. So, does that mean I can now kill other things like squids? Let's try and shoot something from a long... Is that a sheep in the water? I think that might be a sheep in the water. That's a rather silly sheep if that's in the water. Right, so if I try and... Right, let's go for long distance shooting. Oh, I'm a king! I am a king! Step back, Catniss Everdeen. There's a new guy in town. Can I shoot this guy up here? This is going to be a miraculous shot if I can hit it. Boom! Yes! I am like Robin Hood. Bang. Except I wasn't that time. That's actually quite fun. I quite like that. I may become an archer rather than a swordsman because I think that's far more fun. I'm just going to come and collect the arrows because I think there might be some arrows that I can get. And I got some beef out of it, which is quite cool. Sorry about that, cows, but you were an experiment, and the experiment went rather well, I think. So I now know how to use this bow and arrow to shoot things that boom, yeah, right up the cow's bottom there. Did you see that? Moving target, that's harder. Moving target was harder. I noticed you lose the arrow if it hits. Right, okay, so note to self, you're going to need quite a few arrows if you're going to go out monster hunting to kill things like skeletons. It'd be quite good because when there's these skeletons and that at a distance and they're shooting away at me and I'm just like stuck in some water or trying to get to them and I can't climb around a tree because I'm completely incompetent, and before I know it they've stuck me full of about 3 or 4 hours. What I wanted to, am I holding the bow? I'm actually holding the bow in my picture. Looks like my helmet is also going to run out fairly soon. That's probably from where I got bashed so many times over the last 5 or 6 nights. But I feel like I've actually learned something today. I'm rather pleased with that. Wonder what else I can shoot. Can I shoot anything from up here? I want to be able to shoot things from a really, 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 really long way away. Ideally without falling down the very, very high mountain. Right, I'm going to finish that video there because I think it's probably a nicer idea to have a series of shorter videos where I've maybe learnt something in those videos. So let's just get myself indoors. I am the king of the archers. I am victorious. I am Catniss Everdeen. I am Robin Hood. I am anyone that is good with a bow and arrow. So if you like the video, please do give me the thumbs up. Please do share it. I'm desperate to get some more viewers and get more comments, which is actually going to help me get much better. The more people that watch, the more people can give me advice, the more people can actually tell me what to do. And please do subscribe if you haven't already, if you haven't. And I would love to see you in my next video. Take it easy now. Bye.